Hey everyone, and welcome back with me, Epically Noob, on another Epic 7 video. Alright, so for this video, we're going to go through the suggested and recommended uh, heroes for selective summons and also the following reasons why. But first, before that, we want to go through the progression that I have done so far over these, was it 2 days? Or 1 day, 2 days? I think 2 days. Yeah, that I have done over for this account. I haven't been on it very often, just after playing my main for a little bit. So here we go. First up will be Says. Says is pretty good. He's a fast cleave, although I didn't want him in the first place, but I got him anyway. I'm planning to build him more towards the arena and also the PvE content side of it. But so far the gears are kind of crap, as you can see, except for that one. That one was free, and yeah, pretty bad stuff I got here. But well, things will get better. I will get better equips over time, and I'm just trying to do things to cleave through the storyline and everything as soon as possible. And next up will be Terran Guard. I'm building him more towards the Wyvern team and also for PvE, PvP content. PvP not so much, maybe for the early game, but I will probably swap him out later on. But for Wyvern, he's definitely a must. I'm planning to get him on a hit set, just that haven't had really any luck with it yet. And if I do swap him out on a hit set now, his stats are probably gonna drop by a fair bit. I haven't gotten any artifacts for him as well. And next will be Hazel. She's gonna be the main healer that I'm planning to build, and hopefully do the specialty change into Mascot Hazel. And well, she's more towards the PvE side, maybe to back up Wyvern. No, not Wyvern. Golem. Yeah, to back up Golem when I do get there. But Golem's not my priority right now. I'm planning to get Wyvern done so that I can progress through the other contents way easier. Now I'm doing Mercedes as well as a early game cleave for the arena. So the lineup that I'll be doing is a Judith, followed by Hazel and Mercedes, and then ending with Cez. So I'm usually done in the first turn. Uh, yeah, so I built her on a speed set along with Hazel speed set so that there's the turn order. But the speed difference isn't high enough, so occasionally Mercedes does jump ahead of Hazel. And okay, Alexa, she's gonna be replacing Cez on the Wyvern content in Wyvern 11 later on, because of how great she is with the Daydream Joker. But yeah, I still have absolutely no daydreams yet. Still dreaming about it. Planning to get her on triple crit, or perhaps maybe even speed crit if I can get a good set. Now Judith, she's just purely for arena. Haven't used her anywhere else. Pretty good. Early game speed pretty high. Speed set with speed boot, although the speed boot is a level 22, 6 speed, scrub level, but pretty good, pretty good. Early game, pretty good. Now let's get down to business. Let's to the journal. Holy crap! I can't touch the journal. How do I get there? Is there a way I can get there? Just to let you guys know, I can't use the journal because if I do tap the top right hand corner, it pauses the video. And I think it test. Okay, I'm not sure how to get into the journal. Journal. Let's see, journal. I can get into the journal through here. Okay, now we are in the journal. Let's view all and let's sort by. Oh, it is already sorted by grade. Okay, let's go through the recommended heroes. First, we have a Vildred. Yes, Vildred. The reason why you want to go for Vildred is because he's a fast cleave, super fast. In PvE, PvP, he's very great. Overall, everywhere, his damage is really high. His base speed is super high, and as you can see, he goes pretty well. High attack, somewhat low health, somewhat low defense, high speed, base crit pretty high, and yeah, overall a great hero. Super good in PvE, PvP, as a AoE DPS, but he's pretty squishy if you don't cleave the enemy fast enough. But yeah, overall, good, really good. Cecilia, not recommended. Kisei, I would say pretty good if you get her later on, not in the early game part, because early game she can't carry you much. Yeah, she is a single target as well. Cecilia is just really thick, really good for PvP, not for PvE. She's gonna just drag down the game very long if you do get her. Charlotte is a decent character to get um for a starter. She has a good AoE damage. She has two AoEs. One that stuns, and when you stun, her combat readiness is increased. Another just does a huge ton of damage, and yeah, overall pretty good. There's the increased defense, the decreased defense as well, increased attack, which is overall a very good character to start with. Bell and Cezanne not recommended as a starter. He's just a really good debuffer, very helpful for a, let's say, wyvern when you want to climb from 1 to 10. Very easy to climb, just because of the sheer number of debuffs that he drops. But overall, low damage, super squishy. He's a mage. Not that I have anything against mages. In fact, one of my best heroes are mages. Yeah, not good. Euphine, single target, DPS, mostly for arena. Won't want to go through her. If you do see her in the arena, stay clear unless she's just uh, super DPSy like and has no speed at all. If she has speed, good luck. Now we'll go through Ravi. Ravi is one of the most recommended heroes. She can carry the whole entire team through PvE, sometimes even mostly solo, just because she has a S1 heal. Her base stat is high. I wouldn't say very high, but high enough. Her health is the highest, in fact, number 1, if I'm not wrong. Here, her attack increases uh, as she stacks the focus, or in this case, fighting spirit, up to 100%, and the attack increase, if I'm not wrong, it's up to 50%. Can't really confirm there, but yeah. She has a stun which probably you'll never ever use. She gets pretty dry once you use her a while because all you use is her S1. You'll definitely off her skills, turn off all her skills on auto, just because if she does use her S3, it does drain fighting spirit, and when she does drain her fighting spirit, her damage decreases. Now next up will be Kieran. Is more for a PvP content, so I won't go through him. He has a great AoE, great attack up, and also S3 DPS damage. Really high damage. But overall, great hero for PvP, not great for PvE, won't help you progress much. Iseria, she's a stripper, not in a literal sense. Really great for PvP as well, not great for PvE, won't go through her. She has a passive, oh, okay, passive is not the right word. Her S1 does defense down, which is really, really great. Charles, Charles, attack up is great. The strip he has strip on S2, which can also be propped from S1 when the enemy is buffed. Really great. Great hero for PvP. PvE not so much, so no. Yuna, you can only get her from the what's that called? The Let me just bring you out there. You can only get her from here, over here, over here. Oh, bad connection. Oh, okay. You can only get her from here. Connections, yes, connections. I just said connections, god damn it. She's a great hero, nobody uses her anymore. She used to be really great. You can pair her with Sid, and you will see them shred the whole enemy team apart. Now, next will be Cess. Cess is really great overall, just like Vildred. Super good DPS AoE, although his AoE only procs on S2, and his S2 only happens when you use S1 and you bring the enemy down to 50% or lower. If not, the S2 doesn't proc. S3 does a really huge ton of damage on a single target, and then if you manage to kill the target with your S3, you blow the target up and you deal a splash damage on the other enemies that are around it. So overall, great hero. PvE, PvP, really recommend it. His damage is really high as well. Sitting at 1.2k, which is on par with Vildred. The speed is slightly slower, crit is about the same, defense is pathetic, health is slightly higher than Vildred. Overall, really great hero. Really great. Haste. Haste is really great for golems, for hunts in general, wyvern as well. You probably don't want to use her in Banshee. He's a guy, by the way. Yeah, you definitely won't want to use him in Banshee because Banshee will just one shot him pretty hard. Well, he has this S2 Vampiric Touch, absorbs some of the target's health as when you hit them. The amount of percentage heal, I'm not too sure about it, but it's significant. It is very significant. The unhealable is great. The bleed is great. Overall debuffs are great. And yeah, more bleed from S3, and this is AoE as well. He is passively pretty fast, sitting at 120 speed. Really fast. One of the fastest 5-star thieves, I guess. Now his S1 does more bleed. He really does like his blood. Okay, he is really great overall in PvE and PvP. PvP not so much on the later part, but in early game he does cleave quite quickly, quite fast. Tywin is a great tank. He just recently got buffed, and his defense down does 100% chance now instead of 75 before. Well, you can use him as a sub combat readiness booster, but it only boosts one person, but it does give them attack up and crit up buff. Now, we'll just skip him because he's a tank. He can't really push you fast enough in the PvE content. Now let's go to Lidica. Lidica is really great in PvE, PvP, and yeah, she looks pretty good too. Uh, but well, I would say that on the PvE side, she does kind of fall off a little just because of how her attacks. She has two S1 attacks. Uh, sorry, a single target attack, not S1 attack. A single target, namely the S1 and S3. S3 is great because of the skill nullifier, especially good in arena because you don't get a single damage when you get hit. Although the debuffs can still proc onto you. The S2 on the other hand is an AoE. Decreased hit chance is always good, especially in arena. You can use it because in PvE just because she is really fast. So she does do her S2 fairly often. She is fast, very fast, sitting at 124 speed. Not the fastest. In fact, the fastest is probably Celeste. I haven't seen or I don't remember anyone faster than her. Celeste is sitting at 128 speed, which is insane. Now we go through Ken. Ken is the one that I wanted to pull for the specialty change. Unfortunately, I didn't get him at all. I wanted him for his vigor, because his vigor does quite a significant amount of increase into attack and defense. Um, Overall, he's a very great hero. He has stun, he has decreased attack, he has a speed up, he has defense down, he has more defense down, he has burn. What else could you not want? He isn't very good in PvE content, but he can help you tank through it. His damage scaling is pretty good as well, based off his HP. Overall, very good hero. PvE, PvP. Although PvE might be a little slower in terms of progression just because of how tanky he is and single target. Uh, he's a single target hero, so you can't really expect much from a PvE. But overall, great hero. Wanted him, didn't get him. Said it, said it, said it. Okay. Next, Araminta AoE, really, really great. Her burn is a pain in the ass. ML Araminta makes it even worse. I don't even know why they made her, but yeah, such a cancer in arena though. Well, burn is a really great thing to have because the damage is really high, higher than bleed. I think by almost 2 times or two third times. Not sure about the actual fact, but yeah, it is high, higher than bleed. She does AoE, uh, increase attack for all your allies as well for 2 turns. The cooldown is pretty short at 3 turns if you do use the Mologoras on her. Really good overall. Burn, burn, burn. Explode the burn and do more damage. Why not? More burn on S1. Really great. PvE, super good. PvP, counterable, but not too bad. Silverblade Araminta. Oh my god, cancer. Please don't talk about it. I mean, I am the one talking about it, but yeah. Chloe, more for a wyvern if you're using her as a nuke. Other than that, you'll probably never ever use her anywhere else. Won't go through her. Tenebria. Tenebria is really great. Super good. She has an AoE defense down. Total chance stacks up to 75% for 2 turns. Increase the attack of the caster for 2 turns as well. Super good. As a DPS, a high DPS character, as a cleave hero, as a defense down hero. Can use her almost anywhere, everywhere. She has combat readiness decrease as well, great for arena. PvE, just in case you are gonna die, you can use this as well. S1, sleep. Sleep is great and is very underrated because sleep is like stun. Only difference is that the enemy stops sleeping the moment you hit it. But when you do hit it, it's always a crit. Always. Overall, really great. PvE, PvP, yay. Bazaar, PvP hero. It's a stripper. Uh, Definitely don't want a male stripper, that's for sure. But yeah, it won't go through her. It won't go through him at all. Luna, not available. Skipping. Crow, currently available together with Tenebria. He's a really tanky hero. Scaling is off at HP and defense. Yes. Really great, super tanky. You probably don't want to fight one in arena, especially if the other teams are all tanky as well. The other heroes are tanky as well, because you're gonna have a really hard time killing any of them. But overall, not good in PvE, but super good in PvP. Ludwig, you can't use him alone. Well, you can, just that you might need to put a bit more effort because of the where is it? Yes, this penetrate defense by 50% if the caster is invincible. You can get invincibility from here. You can get it from Achilles. You can get it from C Armin. Hard to get invincibility at all, especially in the early game. Late game, maybe you could. You maybe could have already pulled Achilles, which could help you in uh, manual PvP. Other than that, PvE not so much, because I don't think you want to bring Achilles in where she can actually slow your run time and also take up one slot of your PvE team. Now next up is Tamarine. Tamarine is super good as a healer. She won't help you in the progression speed, but overall super good as a healer. Next up will be Bellona. Bellona is a super insane hero. And when I say super insane, she is super insane. Well, partly because her S3 does defense down up to 80% at max. 100% if it is proc from S1. Yes, I said it. It is procced from S1. I'll go to that later. S2 does AoE. Damage dealt increases with more enemies. The multiplier isn't very, I would say, observable. It's not very observable. But the immunity is great. Really great. S1. It stacks focus. When you reach 5 focus, it procs S3, which is great at 100% defense down. Really great. So in other words, you're spamming AoE attacks the whole damn time, which is insane. Just that you need a little bit more effort in order to make it proc really often. Like using Rosa Hagana will make it happen a little too much. But most of the time people will use a Bloodstone on her because she does AoE a lot, she does heal a lot. Now, next we'll go through Cigarette. No, we won't go through Cigarette. It's a single target. Single targets, no, not for PvE. PvP for early game, but Cigarette does fall off. She is good for Wyvern, like super good for Wyvern, but still can't beat Kisa. So, skip Violet, skip single target. Does a lot of counter, but that's about it. Xeno not obtainable anymore. He is the mage that I was using in my main. Really great, one of my best heroes, just because he is super tanky. His stats are great, one of the fastest speeds for mages. Overall, good, but not obtainable anymore. Oh well. Ceramia, selfish hero. She does attack up greater, which is attack up with a little twist. Very good for DPS, but single target only. Only good for PvE. If you do meet her in PvP, she's usually very squishy, unless plot twist and you die. But overall, she isn't typically used for PvP because it does waste a spot on a single target hero, where most of the time they'll use either a AoE damage dealer or perhaps just any debuffer or utility. Now skip that. go on to the end. Not obtainable anymore, so skip again. Destina. Destina is really great as a healer. You can start off with her. She does keep your whole entire team alive, sometimes a bit too much. When you want it to die, you won't die, so you just have to yield. Won't use her, that's for sure, but if you like, you can always get it. Now, I'll just say the names for the heroes that you might want to keep for 4 stars and 3 stars. If you do get Rose, keep. If you want to get Silk, you'll get a free one anyway, so skip. If you get Armin, you could keep. He's a really great tank, by the way. Karin, keep. Corvus, skip. Katuja, skip. Sid, keep. Achilles, keep. Shuri, Shuri is subjective. He's a combat readiness booster, he's really great. But there is a 3-star that does the job way better, and that is Ruzit. Now we'll go through Dingo. You could keep. It does help with a little bit, but he can't be used alone. He's usually used along with other people who bleed, especially with haste. It does make it quite insane, by the way. Now Clarissa, keep. Leo, you could use it for Guild Wars when you do get there as a new player. So keep. Lots, really great, very underrated. Keep. Maya, you get it free. Skip. Coley, skip. Purges, very underrated. Very good for counter attacks as well. It's like a AOE Violet. Although the damage scaling is quite sad, kinda. But he's not bad, really. You can keep it if you want. Crozet, skip. Dominel. She does have an AoE stun, so that makes it good for PvP as a starter. But she does fall off in the later half, so skip, I guess. Cirilla not obtainable anymore, so skip. Roman, skip. Rin, underrated and super OP. She does have defense down. She does proc a dual attack on her own self. Technically, it's not a dual attack, but technically it is as well. And she does have a random buff, 2 buffs for 3 turns. So keep, really great. Angelica, keep. Surin, she is very underrated, but one of the best uses for her is actually for Labyrinth, just because of the amount, the sheer amount of morale she gets from her camp, which is Advice and Sad Story, if I'm not wrong. Really great. Definitely a keep. The rest are ML, so I'll just skip all of them. Now, let's go through the 3 stars. There are only a few that you can keep and you should keep. Aether is subjective, in fact. God damn it, not she. He is good, but he does need a severe amounts of investment. So I would say skip. You won't even want to bother building him in the start unless you really need a healer. And if he is your only healer, then you have no choice but to build it. But you should only keep him up to a 4-star level, and you should never go beyond that. And hopefully you get another healer after. Now next up will be Terranor Royal Guard. Very underrated. His S2 is amazing, especially if you are in the mid to late game arena where everyone actually crits. If you stack his HP high enough, all he does is reflect, and the reflect damage can kill, by the way. So keep and build if you want. Actually, I won't say build it, but build if you want. Cleric is a must. It's a keep. If you skip him, you're not doing it right. If you just use her as fodder, then you're probably gonna regret it for the rest of your life. Now, I'll go through the MLs as well, because 3 stars are fairly easy to get. Pylis, or Phyllis, or Syphilis, however you want to call her. Really, really, really great actually. Insane tank, like, I mean, insane. People do use her in arena just to annoy the hell out of the enemy. It does work when you pair it with healers like Angelica or Destina or Tamarine, or if you want to really, really be annoying, just put 2 healers and 1 Pylis, and holy shit, it just becomes a really long battle. So keep. Judith, keep. Very, very underrated hero, keep. Just because she's really fast, great for arena, keep. Alexa, Wyvern 11. Very, very, very good. Keep. Ruzit, very, very good as well. The speed up, memory imprint is really fast, really good. Definitely a keep. Combat readiness boost with speed up. Who could ask for more? Keep. Now, yes, ex-god. Ex-god. He is called a god for a reason. Just because he is really insane. X does have a specialty change along with Flurry. It gets insane. It just gets a bit too insane. His damage scaling is pretty high, comparable to Lorena. Ooh, like wow, it just gets crazy. You can keep him. No, you should keep him. Yes, yes. Now Terranor Guard, very underrated. People only use him for Wyvern for some reason, but he is good everywhere. PvE, PvP, and yes, everywhere. Just because he does proc his S2 fairly often to dual attack. He does dual attack fairly often, and if you do give him Unity set, he does proc his dual attack super often and a bit too much. If you do use a 3 times Unity set. But people do keep his S3 off, so he doesn't really use this combat readiness decrease, but his defense down does go up to 75%, which is really great. Now, Mukacha used to be really good. This used to be for all your team members, now it's just for himself. His defense down is really great, in fact. The increased speed is good, but it's only for himself, unfortunately. The defense down is already at 75%, goes up to 100%, which is insane. Very underrated. The before he got buffed. No, sorry. After he got buffed, he no, sorry. Before after he got nerfed. Yes, after he got nerfed, he did get buffed a little by increasing his damage ratio from his S3 and his S1. His S3 does an insane amount of damage. The S1, somewhat, I guess. Keep, I would say. Lorena, you get it for free. You get her for free. Has a specialty change. Insane DPS, highest single target DPS. If you build her right, definitely a keep. Ricaris, a lot of controversy about it. Maybe good, maybe bad. I won't say anything about it in case I do spark a fire. But I would say keep. Hazel, definitely a yes. This increased attack becomes increased attack greater for a fire hero. She is very fire oriented, so if you do have another fire hero, very good to pair with Hazel. And yay. Do keep. Definitely do keep. It will help with Golem when you do it. Like really, really helpful. So yes, keep. Montmorency you can skip if you want. Adley you can skip if you want. Doris definitely do not skip if you want. Doris is insane. Yes, she has essentially 3 heals. Continuous healing here, and if you have continuous healing, it is doubled. And yes, more continuous healing. And it does have a heal on top of the continuous healing, so it is quite stupid, but insane, but stupid, insanely stupid. Now we have Jack, or Jack, or or how the hell do you even pronounce this? Let's just call it Jack. Jack is a really great hero for Banshee just because he does have Wondrous Potion Vial as in S2, which is pretty good. You can pair the Wondrous Potion Vial on top of the Wondrous Potion Vial to make it a 2 times Wondrous Potion Vial, which is wow. Does have an increased speed as well, which is really helpful for the team. Continuous healing, always great. And yeah, passively really fast. Passively really fast. 104 as a healer. That's pretty good. Unlike someone like, let's bring up an ML. ML Arcades has 88, if I'm not wrong. 88 speed. So yes, it is pretty fast. Elson, you could keep as a buffer if you want. People do use DN a lot. Elson did get nerfed a little. I wouldn't say nerf, I would say get balanced. Just because the turn just got increased to 6 and 5 after cooldown decrease. This is essentially useless. The attack down is really great though. Attack down is really great. Gerardo is the new meta for Arena. Gerardo is just annoying, but keep. Nemunas has one of the highest scaling for damage for the S2. I would say keep if you need a single target fire DPS, but other than that, no, do not keep. Rima, skip. Curies, definitely a keep. Will help you in Abyss and some bosses. She will make life super easy just because she has a lot of poison. She can poison on poison on poison on poison on poison. Pair it with Alexa and you'll have so many poisons you can't even count it anymore, although it can only stack up to 10. But 10 is more than enough to wipe 50% of the HP in a single turn, so why not? Celeste, one of the fastest heroes in the game. If you want a AoE DPS that just AoEs every single turn, then Celeste is a yay. Wanda or Wakanda for Wakanda. Oh wait, that's not how it goes. It's Wakanda forever. She is unique. She has Song of the Stars as an S2. You can always Song of the Stars on top of the Song of the Stars to get 2 procs of target, but nobody does that. It's an interesting setup, but I would say skip, but people do use her, so personal preference. Now we have Carmine Rose. Carmine Rose is amazing fire DPS. She is a Ravi, but she has more utility than Ravi. Definitely a keep. Misty Chain. People say that she is good for Wyvern. I concur. I mean, she can be if you do build her well, but there are other heroes that can fill the spot better. Unless you are free to play, you didn't get anything because bad RNG, then definitely a keep. Pull Horizon, she has an AoE sleep. It's only because it was an AoE. Yes, it's an AoE. Doesn't do any damage though. It goes up to 50% chance to sleep. If you do get them to sleep, your team will always quit, which is very nice. I would say keep if you want. Gloomy Rain, definitely a yes. Really good for bosses like Golem or Abyss. Definitely Abyss. Keep. Requiem Raw is a sub healer. What she does is that her S2 is a heal, it's a life steal for the whole entire team, although it's only 5%. When your team attacks, or when your character or your hero attacks, It heals 5% of the damage. Not a lot, but helpful. Helpful in the long run. Kiki Rat not obtainable anymore, so skip. Falconer Query, Righteous Thief Ruzet, X God, Ricaris, Lorena, Mescal Hazel, all these are just specialty changes. So yeah, all these definitely worth it. Okay, so that's all we have for all the heroes for the pool. So good luck on your specialty. No, oops, your selective summons. Hopefully you do get better pools than mine. I got Says. I wouldn't say it's bad, just that I didn't want him. I wanted Ken, and Ken only. Didn't get it. Just got like 3 Ravis if I'm not wrong. Really bad luck. But yeah. All the best and peace out.